Hello. I think I'm live. Is anybody on? Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and you can replay this later if you want to watch it. Hey, Brianna. Hey, Annette. Okay, great. Whew, I'm not alone. All right, so hey, Valerie. Hey, Stephanie. Okay, so I'm Kaycie Tyler, and I am an independent Color Street Stylist, and I just wanted to come on and do my own little nail boss workshop. So I have so many things I want to tell you, but the first thing I want to tell you is why I'm a stylist. About a year and a half ago, in like November of 2018, I knew I was barely on Facebook. I basically trolled Facebook, and I didn't even really comment on people's things. I just commented in my mind. And I didn't have a lot of like Facebook friends. And then one day, all this stuff about Color Street started popping up. I didn't even know what it was. And I saw something from a friend of mine, Christy, who was doing the party for Crystal. So Christy was a stylist back then and still is. And she said something like Crystal gets free something or other if her friends order. And so I was like, okay, well, I don't know what it is, but if Crystal needs something, then I'm going to order, because why not? It's Crystal and I love Crystal. So I went online and I bought, and I saw there was a buy three, get one free deal. And so of course I did the deal. I bought the 4 sets, and I still didn't know what Color Street, like what is Color Street? I don't know. Anyway, I still didn't know what it was. So I threw them in a drawer and didn't mess with them. And meanwhile, that whole time in my life, I'm polishing my nails every Sunday night. And by Thursday, they look like hell, and had to touch them up on Thursday. And, as a professional woman, I always wanted my nails to look good. Like if they were chipped, I've just felt like I looked kind of juvenile. And if they weren't polished, I would bite them. Okay, my camera's a little wonky. So, I just didn't want to have like constantly chewed up nails and like chipped nails. So having my nails look good was always just a big deal to me. So that's what I did that for months, having Color Street in a drawer, and I didn't even mess with it. Well, one day I went and hid myself in the bathroom because I needed a break, because I am a boy mom. And I found the Color Street in my bathroom, and I tried it on, and I was so mind blown that I called Christy and I said, I don't know what you just sold me, or like what this is, but I need a discount and I need you to sign me up. And so I found out about everything Color Street, and we don't get a discount, we get commissions, which is actually amazing. And I would much rather have that than a discount any day, because I have signed up for other direct sales gigs in companies, and I'm like, okay, so when do I actually make money? I don't know. And with Color Street, I made money out of the gate. So that's how I started. And then I signed up that night, and then I was like, well, let me just do a party. So I got on Facebook and I learned how to make a group, which I had never done before. And I threw myself a party. And then my friends all ordered. And I was like, this is great. This is so much fun. Let me check out my free stuff. And then I was like, oh, look at all the free stuff I have. And then I was like, Christy, what's that number? And she's like, oh, that's your commissions. And I was like, oh, is that like credits for? And she's like, no, that's your money that you made. And I'm like, money? That's like money? Like money? I'm like, how do I get that money? Like, how do I get it out of there and get it into my bank? Hey, Christy. And so I was able to like set up my transfer, and I had money transferred into my bank like immediately. That was it for me. I was sold. I wanted everybody to do a party. And so from then on, it snowballed. And I'm here now. And so that was in February of 2019. So I am about 15 months into this business, and I have a completely different life than I did a year and a half ago. And it's amazing. I love it so much. So when I first started, I had actually just had a baby. And so I just did stuff on my phone, primarily on my phone. And I did it all while I was pumping because I was a nursing mom. I was really just a pumping mom. And so I, during that time when I was pumping, I'd be on my phone and I'd be answering messages and scheduling party posts and, doing whatever, I needed to do. And that's when I did it. I did it on my phone, and then I did it after all the kids went to bed at night. And that was how I managed my business in the beginning. Now I manage my business at at nap time and nighttime. So after the kids go down for nap, or not the kids, the one kid, the other kids run amok, but that's their run amok time. I call it quiet time. They call it run amok time. But so I put down the baby and then I come back to work. And this is not my only job. I have an accounting contract and then I have an engineering business with my husband. So I carve out about an hour and a half of that nap time. And that is when I work on Color Street. And I stay very organized. I have lists, and I utilize the tools that our team has prepared that I've not even prepared, but like for my parties and stuff, I use the different forms that they have prepared for us, and that keeps me organized. And I just realized I need to make a note. And she got an early bird order. So this is how I track all my stuff. It's super easy. I have shifted to doing more work from the computer than from my phone, and that's mostly just because I now have a desk, and I didn't have a desk before, but we've rearranged our home and now I have space. And look, that's actually my old desk behind me with all the, wait, it's on this side, with all the stuff all over it. It needs to go. So if anybody's looking for a desk, it has a cute hutch. So that's how I manage my business now. And then after I spend that hour and a half on Color Street, I switch gears and I do another job. And so it's really, you can make it whatever you want it to be. I have switched gears, hey Melissa, to make this be more of a primary job for myself, because I want to build this into something huge, and I believe that it will be. I believe that I will make $1 million selling nail polish strips. That is my mindset, and so I'm going to do it. And that does take work. It does take time, but I'll tell you, I can choose one day, like I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to take the day off, and I can do that. I could take off a week. I could do whatever I want. Now, you do want to, this is my business. So if I do want to take a week off, I do need to prepare for that, just like you would at any job. But I'm my own boss, and that is everything. I don't have anybody else's deadlines. I don't have anybody else's pressures. I don't have anybody else's critiques. Like, I can do what I want to do my way and when I want to do it. And so, I mean, having worked, well, like for 1 million years, that is priceless. Like, I'm my own boss. That's incredible. Like, even my business with my husband, like, he tries to boss me around. So, okay, so how do you become a stylist? I know you want to know that. So to become a stylist, you basically enroll, and it's a form that you do online, like through my website or through your stylist's website, and you fill out all of your information. You will create your own website name, like mine is colorstreet.com/Kaycie, because I was so creative. That's what I did. So that you basically create a little website within the Color Street website, and you read all the policies and procedures, and you purchase a starter kit. That is the first step to enrolling. And I have a starter kit to share. So let me show you what you get. Okay. It's this big box here. Okay, so see this big box here? This is a starter kit. So let me show you what a starter kit comes with. And I pulled a set from there. So let me just pretend like that didn't happen. I'll put this back in there. Okay, so inside this kit, you're not going to be able to see. So I'm going to pull things out one by one. Let me see if I can tilt this down actually. So inside the kit, you get, first and foremost, 13 full sets of nails. So they give you a certain amount. They give you one pedicure set. So I got anything goes. Like, this kit was the jackpot. You get 2 petite sets. So I got tiny and shiny, and I also got glitterly can't, but this one is my sub. So you get 2 petite sets. Then you get I get one French set here, and then you get 1, 2 designs. See that? And then you get 3 designs, 4 designs. You get 4 designs. Jeez Louise. You get, let's see, so these are glitters, 2 glitters, 3 glitters, 3 glitters, and 2 solids. So I did the math on these, 3 glitters and 2 solids. I did the math on these, and they are $160 worth of nails. So if you did the buy 3, get 1 free, they'd be about $120 or so, right? So for $9 more, because the kit costs $129, for $9 more, you get a business in a box. And this business can be, you know, anything from like a small little side hustle that gives you extra spending money, or a great hobby that gives you free nails and a great tribe of women. Can you see me? Or it could be your, it could be your cash money. It could be your income source. It could be your work from home dream, which is what it is for me. So it also comes with these 2 file blocks here, which are really cool. You can use them, or you can use them as giveaways. And I like to use these as giveaways at events because they're a little bit complicated to ship. You also get 2 large nail files that are branded Color Street. So I, again, love to do those as like gifts or giveaways. And you get 72 twosies. So as a stylist, we get these. I'm going to sit back down so you can see my face and not my box. We get these twosies in 50 packs. So in the kit, you get 72 accent nails, 72 twosies, accent nails, whatever. And when you go to repurchase your supplies, you buy them in 50 packs. And so we pay $19 for a 50 pack. So this has got to be like another $30+ in accent nails. Now, I can do an entire manicure with 3 of these, and I can do an entire pedicure with 2 of these. So you do the math on that. And if you do nothing else with your box, between all of the accents and all of the sets, you basically have a year's worth of nails. And you can just sell this to your friends, use them as gifts, and get your money's worth like right then and there. So on the inside of the box, I'm going to pick up this little tray here. Oops, I'm going to drop this little tray. This little tray, you get a whole another layer of goodies, okay? So you get little tips for the perfect application sheet here, which if you are watching this, you probably already know all those tips. You get this amazing, oh, this is a different bag, y'all. This is a different bag. Hold on, I have to open it up. You get, oh my gosh, look, it has little cup holders now. Mine did not have cup holders, or so whatever these little pockets are. I'm always looking, I always have a coffee and or a tea and a water and or a fizzy. So this is amazing. I need this bag. Thank you, Color Street. And you get these cute little nail files, which you can send with your samples out, or you can do whatever you want with these. I usually do not send nail files out. But you know, you can do whatever you want to do. It's your business. So you do whatever you feel like doing. And then we have these little wooden cuticle pushers as well. They all come in the kit. And you get the nail polish remover pads. Now, these are sweet. These are amazing because they're just little wipes, but they're polish remover, and they're like super strong because you know Color Street takes a little bit of effort, especially a glitter. These are super amazing. Okay, I think I might have frozen. Okay. Am I still live? Okay, sorry. Yeah, that bag is cool, right, Christy? And you get these, okay, so I got 2 boxes of remover pads and a box of branded nail prep pads, okay? So there was a period of time, and you can buy all of these in the virtual office. We have a virtual office. You can buy all of these in the virtual office, but what I do, because I'm super frugal with my business and, you know, my expenses, is I actually just buy alcohol prep pads on Amazon. And if you join my team, I will tell you everything that I buy, all the ins and outs. I am constantly trying to figure out how to save money, how to, you know, make money. Like I'm always, you know, and I'm a numbers girl because I'm an accountant. So I want to know like what my profit is, like what my bottom line is, you know, all of that. That's always on my mind. Okay, so you also get, these are called opportunity brochures, and these basically tell about the business part of Color Street. So these are amazing to have on hand. I love to give these out at events. You can also mail them, but you know, you have to get the envelopes that fit them, and that's something else I can assist you with. And then you get the regular catalogs. So we have the regular catalogs. And once our website gets back up and running, I have the best game I'm going to use these catalogs for. So stay tuned for that. Then you get this little Road to Success booklet, which is amazing. So if you actually fill this out, take the time and fill this out, you will really benefit from it. And so let me just look at my notes real quick to make sure I'm following my path. Okay, so in this booklet, it tells you about jump starts, which I'm going to go over with you. And it tells you about, this is just I'm sorry, that was first page was the compensation plan. And it tells you about the jump starts. And I have an older version of this that I actually prefer. It tells you how to get your business rolling. They call it the Color 10 rhythm. Your rhythm, your success rhythm. So how to sort of get started. And really, this is worth its weight in gold. So you need to, if you just have nothing else, like if you just never even want to talk to me again after you sign up, you can just go through this booklet. You can track your prospects, your potential clients, your address books. This can also be done digitally in your virtual office. We do have an address book manager back there. And this, again, just tells you how to get parties, all the details about parties. This is just a little gem, how to overcome objections. Now, I'm starting to sound salesy, and I never read this when I first started. But if you're an orderly type person, this is really good. And if you're like a written, if you like to write your goals, you can do that in here. But this is just a great little gem. And I wish that I had gone through this, but when I signed up, I did not sign up to be a Color Street rep. I signed up to, fund my habit. Let's be real. Okay, so that is what you get in the kit. And so when I bought my kit, it's $129. And when I bought my kit, it only came with 10 sets. And it was like $155 because I had to pay tax and shipping. Okay? So just consider that when you're budgeting for this, if you're budgeting for this. And then so once you purchase your kit, it's like, now what? What do we do next, right? Well, if you join my team and the members on my team, we all have this approach to helping launch new stylists. If you join, we throw you a launch party, which we tend to do on Facebook, especially right now. And that will basically get your business rolling. So we start a group on Facebook, and we will teach you how to do that. And that group starts off as your launch party group, and then we convert it into your VIP group. And so that's where you will continue to offer information to your customers. You can offer incentives, like whatever you want to do, promos, whatever you want to do to manage your business, you can do that in your VIP group. And you're not limited to Facebook. You can do stuff on Instagram. You can do stuff on Snapchat. You can do TikToks. You can do YouTube videos, whatever you want to do to manage your business or to grow your business or market your business. Do that. And if you don't know what to do and you want to do everything, we will give you a list of things to do. So we start with the launch party. And when you do your launch party, you will do a party link in your virtual office. And I won't be able to show you this, will I? Oh, I will be able to show you this because I've got this little back-end system. Okay, so you will do the launch party. So we will set up a party link in your virtual office, which will become your launch party link. And all of your orders will funnel through that. And not only will you get your commissions, you will get hostess rewards. And in addition to online orders, you can sell the sets in your kit. You can sell them or you can use them as incentives. So you can say, Like I got this amazing glitter set, Bad Cromance, and this set will go to you if you book a party with me. And so that's, you can use that as your party prizes. And these can be, you know, if your party hits your guest's party, not your or your launch party, if it hits your goal for the party, then you can give the sets away. So you can use those either as giveaways or you can sell them and then you can reorder giveaways. And I'll tell you, every dollar that I have invested in Color Street, I have made money off of, because every set that I buy, I sell. I have, you know, in the very beginning, I wouldn't buy certain sets because I didn't like them. And then people would order them on my website. And I'm like, well, this is weird. You know, so I've learned that no matter what I buy, it will sell because they're just so amazing. And nobody has the same taste as anybody else. Even Melissa and I, my sister-in-law, who are like, you know, thick as thieves, we don't always have the same taste either. So it's always a wise investment. It is, I'm never fearful about reinvesting in my Color Street. So we do all that for the launch party, okay? And so when we do your launch party, you will earn hostess rewards and commissions. And I want to show you what the commissions look like. So I'm looking to the side here because I have another screen up that I'm actually going to move over here. And I want to show you this file here. Let's see. So my screen, that's fun, right? Okay, let me pull up the file. So the first thing we want to talk about is the commissions, the compensation plan. Let me now show my screen. Okay, can you still hear me? Yes. Okay, you should be able to see okay, so this is the compensation plan summary, and I'm going to just go to the top here. So essentially, you get paid on every single dollar sold. There's no minimum sales requirement for you to get paid. Every single dollar, you get paid 25% of that dollar. So that is considered your personal volume, and that is this section right here. See that base retail commission? 25% no matter what. And that is paid every week. We get paid on Thursdays for the previous week. And that week range is, I think is like a Wednesday through a Tuesday. So you'll get paid off of your sales. That's considered personal volume on the Thursday. And I have an automatic transfer set up so it goes straight into I have a checking account for Color Street. You can also get a prepaid card. Now, once you sell over $600, okay, I'm going to move this over, sorry. Once you sell over $600 in personal volume, well, basically sales, or you purchase for resale $600, you will get an additional 3%. So at that point, you'll be making 28% of your sales, okay? Now that 3% though, you'll get the 25% paid weekly, but that additional 3% is going to get paid at the end of the month, okay? And you see this little grid here in the middle, this little enhanced retail commission. This is what I'm looking at right now. So that tells you all of the different sales breaks to where you get more commission. So the max commission you will make on your personal sales, like the sales that you make, is going to be 35%. So you'll get 25% paid every Thursday, and you'll get your bonus, 10%, your enhanced retail commission will be paid after the close of the month. So if April I made that additional 10% and I sold over $2,400, then that 10% would get paid before May 5th. Okay, and you don't have to remember that. I will remind you of all of that. Okay, so that is how commissions work. When you start to grow your team, okay, you will start to get these other commissions, enroller bonuses and leadership level bonuses. And I don't want to go into that too much right now, except I do want to show you this. Once you become an executive director, you get a lifestyle bonus of $500 a month, period. All you have to do is bonus qualify, okay, right? To get your bonus, you have to qualify for it, right? Okay, someone come back to me. I think I'm not on camera. Okay, so bonus qualify. if you're asking what are the sales minimums, you know, what, hang on, I'm going to reply to Antonia. Oh, you can see like all my stuff. Okay, so what are the sales minimums? Oh, I'm sharing my screen, so me only. There you go. Hi. I am not an expert. Okay, so, sorry, bonus qualified. There are no sales minimums, right? So you can sign up for Color Street and sell zero for 6 months. At 6 months, though, if you do not sell $300 in a single month, your account will be deactivated. Then you just have to submit a request to customer service and you pay $25 and you will reactivate your account for another 6 months, okay? Now, if you want to sell and you want to make this a business, your minimum goal per month is $300. And that is what's called BQing, bonus qualifying. And so that's when I say in a month, if you sign up on March 15th, your month is March. So you have half of March to make that bonus qualified, right? So all of us have the same months. It's January. It's just a calendar month. We all have that same month to bonus qualify. And once you bonus qualify, that's how you get all, that's like opens the door to all your other bonuses. If you don't bonus qualify for that month, that is fine. You don't have to every single month when you're getting started. Not everybody does when they first get started. You just want to make that your goal, right? And to do that, you really only need to sell like 10 buy 3 get 1 free deals. 10. You can do that in a single party, in one good party or 2 decent parties, and you can do that easy in an event once we get back, you know, into reality. So that is bonus qualifying. I wanted to say something else. When you get started as well, do not hesitate to get started mid-month because like I said, you do not have to bonus qualify when you first get started. Just set your goal. Actually, you know what? You need to set your goal as hitting jump starts, not hitting not bonus qualifying, because you want to, where are my comments at? You want to go bigger, okay? So let me show you this jump start document now. This is the best thing, this little Jumpstart rewards, because this is basically Color Street providing goals for you. Now, this is a complex thing to grasp, okay? I'm just going to show this to you, and if you want to see it again, I will send it to you again. But essentially, you have 3 tiers, right? You have goals for your first 35 days, goals for your first 65 days, and goals for your first 95 days. And so in your first 35 days as a stylist, if you sell $1,000 in nails, you will get a $50 product credit. Okay? Now that is basically 1 buy 3 get 1 free deal per day for that 35 days. I think that adds up, right? So it's like 1 per day. So that's your goal, okay? And you can also get a $50 product credit by enrolling a stylist under you. Okay, so in order to get that credit though, in that month that you hit that jumpstart, you do have to bonus qualify. So you can be an enrolling like beast and just build a team, but you have to still sell $300 minimum. Sell or purchase for resale, okay? $300 minimum. Then, now remember, if you end up purchasing for resale $300, you're going to get $75 back in commission, like at the gate. Okay, so just remember that. So there's also a 65-day jump start, and let me go back to the screen here, where you sell $2,500 or enroll 3 qualified stylists. And now listen, you can hit both of these, and you don't have to wait until 95 days to hit the big ones, okay? You can hit them at any point in the first 95 days. And if you decide to sign up, we can go through this in detail and make sure that you have your goals set. And I love jump starts. I hit them. I did not hit the 35-day one. I didn't hit either of the 35-day jump starts. But I'll tell you, once I got my legs under me, I hit the 65 days and I hit both 95-day jump starts. So I ended up getting $200 cash plus $100 in product credit in my 3rd month as a Color Street stylist. And that is why I am so obsessed with jump starts. Okay, did I lose connection here? Let's see. And I can't see the comments anymore. I'm afraid to click. Let me check on my phone real quick. Let me go into my group. Sorry for the pause. I just want to make sure. Okay, so how many of you are just mind boggled right now and so confused about what's happening and what a jumpstart is and all of that good stuff? Let's see here. Okay, looks like I might still be live. Okay, you're there. Okay, great. Great. Okay, sorry. My screen is frozen, but as long as you're seeing me, that's good. Okay, so how many of you are like just overwhelmed? So there's the thing. You don't have to mess with any of this stuff. I will track it all, and I will tell you, you are this close to hitting your jump start. You can do this and hit your, I will manage that. That is part of me being a leader. Okay, so on top of all that, on top of the commissions, on top of the Jumpstart rewards, we also get hostess rewards. And this is my favorite part because I have now gotten to a point where I'm getting almost 30 free sets per month because of my hostess rewards. And it would be very helpful if I could find it. So for your hostess rewards, and I'm going to pop this up on the screen again. So for every, $150 to $300 you sell in your link, you will make $15 to $29 in credit. So basically what you want to do is you want to run all of your sales through your party link in your virtual office, and you will build up rewards plus commissions. So once you get to the $1,000 range, you're getting 9 half-priced items plus 25% in credit, okay? So if you have $1,000 in sales, right? I'm going to do the little math here. If you have $1,000 in sales, just the 25% in credit is $250, okay? And then you also get 9 half-price items. So if you do 9 times, let's say the lowest price set is $11, so you do 9. That's another $50 in credit. So if you can build your sales up to $1,000 in your party link, you will get $300 in free nails that you can turn around and sell. And if you sell all of those at $10 a piece, that's like, well, the $300 is at full price. So if you sell those at $10 a piece, that's like $275 cash that you can make on top of your commissions. So if you sold $1,000, right, your commissions are already $250 plus, right, depending on what period of time you sold that $1,000 in, because you can keep a party link open for 2 months. So let's say you sold 500 in one month and 500 in another month, and you just got the 25% commission. That's $550 worth of money and nails off of $1,000 in sales. Like, think about that. That's like half. So it's amazing. It's more than half. That's one of my favorite things is those hostess rewards. It's crazy. So what I did, and one of my biggest tips for you as a new stylist is I purchased a little website called minutemanny.com. I paid like $12 for a year. And I actually will reroute my Color Street party link to that website. So my website is always the same website, but whatever party link I have going, I reroute that. And again, if this is overwhelming, you don't have to do any of this. You do what you want to do. Okay, so that's basically all of the nuts and bolts of being a Color Street stylist. There's let me just show you a couple of other things, okay? So first of all, let me show you some of the goodies that I've gotten as a Color Street stylist. So I just got this cute little charm bracelet. And Christy, I did have my other charm. I thought I was missing a charm. I got this cute little charm bracelet, and I actually earned each one of these charms. One is January, February, March, and April. And this is just like one way that Color Street just honors us and rewards us for our work. And then I got this little bracelet, and I don't even know why, but look how cute that is. Look at that little bracelet. And then I got also, I feel like I've gotten more stuff. I've gotten my little pins for every time I promoted, but I got this cool luggage Look at this cool luggage. And I'm working on getting a big suitcase to match that. So that's coming next. But so those are just some of the extra bonuses. Right now, there's also a thing called Circle of Excellence. So as you build your team, you can get additional cash bonuses. And I'm telling you, like, Color Street is just such a great company to work for. They also, one of the other things I need to mention is you want to know, like, what's the ongoing cost, right? And if you have questions, y'all, comment with the questions. Okay. What is an ongoing cost, right? Well, the only thing that you have to pay, now if you don't BQ, bonus qualify, if you don't do the $300 in sales for 6 months, you'll have to pay the $25 reactivation fee, right? But you do also have to pay for your website. So there's a $9.95 monthly website fee, okay? And so that starts after your first full month. So like if you start now, you won't pay that fee until I think July 1st, okay? And it's $9.95, and you make that's the commission off of 1 buy 3 get 1 free sale. So if you sell 1 buy 3 get 1 free deal, you've made your website money. And it's totally worth it, trust me. And actually right now, I don't know if you've noticed, but our website is quite out of stock. Color Street has waived our fee. So they're not going to just charge you, like they're not out to get you. Color Street is run by a single man. He's not single, but a man who is a family man. He has a wife and children who just had this vision for this nail polish strips. And he was offered a buyout for like a ton of money. I don't even remember how much money. And he turned it down because he wanted it to be his baby. Like, this is his project. This is his invention. He designed and engineered. He's an opera singer, and he engineered the machine that makes the strips. Like, he has put so much blood, sweat, and tears into this company. I have the utmost confidence that he will always have our back. And you know, the entire leadership team at the corporate office is constantly like getting feedback from us, doing test groups for things. Like, they are constantly trying to make sure that we are happy. And I think they're doing a great job. They are a startup. The company started in 2018, I think. I mean, it's a baby company. Think about like Avon. Think about if you signed up with Mary Kay when she was still doing like door-to-door stuff, like back in the day. Think about how many pink Cadillacs you would have in your driveway. This is what I think about with Color Street. I'm like, I'm going to have a yacht covered with Tokyo Lights nail polish strips one day. I'm telling you, this thing is going to be huge. We're only in the States right now. We haven't even hit international yet. They're working on Canada. Wait until this stuff goes overseas. And in America, dry polish has actually taken over half of the nail polish market. So this thing is huge. It is still a secret, and we know the secret, and we're on the front end of that. And I'm telling you, like, I want to be there for when this thing blows up. And I'm going to be there. So I want you to come with me. Okay, so me personally, I like to help out my stylists, and I send my own little version of a starter kit to them. And so I like to help you out with some supplies, and these are some things that I'll send you as a little, you know, welcome to the team gift. And these are the envelopes that I use to mail out sets, you see. And I usually send them in white because I don't know, this pink is like my thing. And I send out these little envelopes with my samples. See my little twosies? So I send these out, and then I have these little cards, which I just use plain cardstock. And I've actually printed the backs, and sometimes I have them blank where I write a little note, but I also have like pre-printed little sample things, little notes, because I mean, why waste my time handwriting a million things? But I literally print this on like lightweight cardstock, and then I cut it. I have a little paper cutter. I do it manually because, like I said, I like to save every dime I can. And then I bought my little business cards on Vistaprint. This is where I actually don't skimp because I'm obsessed with the square. So I buy these on Vistaprint, and I've designed this little back here using a graphic from the virtual office. Anyway, this is what I use for my business card. So, but that's not part of what I'll send you. I'll send you, and then labels. I label all my sets as well. And again, I will tell you all about that when you sign up. So I was going to say something else. Okay. So if you're like, well, I'm not creative, how am I going to do the graphics? Like, how am I going to do the, you know, how do I know what to post? You don't have to do any of that. Like I literally, somebody posted a May social media calendar and I can follow that. I actually just see something and I'm like, oh, I'm going to post that. Like there's no rhyme or reason, but you can make a rhyme or reason and people have already done the work and you can just borrow it. Anything our team posts is basically shareable. There are so many graphics groups, so many nail fee groups, like you just pull from whatever you see, okay? Oops, I did something. Am I still live? Okay, it looks like I'm still streaming. I don't know. Okay, if I'm live, give me some hearts. Okay, well, I see myself still live, so I don't know what I did with my little thing. You can make a rhyme or reason. Okay, here we go. People have already. Oh, and now I can see comments. You can just borrow it. Holler. All right, so. Okay, if I'm live, give me some hearts. What questions do you have? Okay, well, I see myself still questions? Live, so I don't know what I did with my little thing. Can anybody, reason? Okay, here we go. People have already. Okay, so I'm going to ask you questions, and if you're a stylist, you are not allowed to answer. So. Okay, so first of all, if you are not a stylist and you're still watching this, okay, well, I see myself drop an emoji, do something, make a rhyme or reason, okay, here we go. Drop an emoji. Okay, because I'm going to ask you questions, and if you're a stylist, you are not allowed to answer. I want to do a giveaway, so okay, so first of all, if you are not a stylist and you're still watching this, okay, well, I see myself drop an emoji. Okay, so Brianna, are you still on? Okay, here we go. Drop an emoji. Okay, because I'm going to ask you questions, and if you're a stylist, you are not allowed to answer. I want to do a giveaway. Danny, are you on? You are not a stylist. What questions do you have? Okay, I have a question. Drop an emoji. Okay, so Brianna, are you still on? Okay, drop an emoji. Okay, because I'm going to ask you questions, and if you're a stylist, you are not allowed to answer. Danny, are you on? You are not a stylist. What questions do you have? Okay, oh, it is. It's that bad. Brianna, are you still on? Okay, you know what? Okay, because I'm going to ask you questions, and if you're a stylist, you are not allowed to answer. Danny, are you on? You are not a stylist. What questions do you have? Okay, so it is. It's that bad. Brianna, are you still on? Okay, you know what? Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to ask you questions, and if you're a stylist, you are not allowed to answer. Danny, are you on? You are not a stylist. What questions do you have? Okay, so it is. It's that bad. Brianna, are you still on? I will try to fix it. So questions, and if you're a stylist, go ahead and Danny, are you on? You are not a stylist. What questions do you have? Okay, so it is. Maybe do I do that? Okay, did that fix it? Okay, so I'll comment. I'm going to post this video. Okay, so you can ask questions. And I'll quiz you. Okay, hold on. Well, I'll post the video and then I'll post how you can win a prize, okay? All right, so I'm going to sign off. I thank you all for joining me, if you can hear me. And, oh, that fixed it. Okay, great. So can you hear me now? I'm sorry. I clicked something and then I clicked something on top of that. And then I'm not sure what you heard me say last. Okay, so all of the newbies, give me a question. So for every question you ask me, you're going to get an entry into the drawing. So ask me one question. Thank you, guys. Thank you for bearing with me in my technical ineptitude. Okay, so, but you can still ask a question, right, Gail? You don't have to, know everything. Okay, so go ahead and ask me questions, newbies. Thank you. And I will answer them. And so for every question you ask, you're going to get an entry into the drawing. And I'll get my wheel going here. All righty. Okay. Hey, Debbie. Okay, so Debbie, I know you just, good. Oh, I love the questions. Debbie, you just joined, and you don't have to know anything I just said for this part. But if you have any questions about becoming a Color Street Stylist, post your question. I'm going to do a drawing for a prize, and you get an entry just for asking me a question, okay? Okay, so Stephanie asks, how nervous was I to take the leap? I mean, I didn't take a leap. I just bought the kit because I wanted the nails. I didn't even care what nails I got because the kit, you don't pick your nails. They give you, that mix, right? What was it, 3 glitters, 2 solids, 4 designs, a French. So they give you that mix, but you don't pick which sets you get. I just knew that I was going to need a discount because of how obsessed I was. And then I kind of like just eased into it, and I just did it at my convenience. So I definitely was not nervous. So Stephanie gets an entry. All right. And I'm not, you know, everything I do is just at my own pace. So I don't do anything outside of my comfort zone. And I always say, if you're not having fun, then don't do it that way. Because if this is not fun for you, then just do something else. Life is so short. You should be fulfilled in what you do. And I was no longer fulfilled in what I was doing. And like, this is such an answered prayer for me. I am telling you, I have so much going on in my life personally that I need this job. Like, I need this gig. I love the women that I work. I love my VIPs. Like, you guys give me life. I'm telling you, I have one of my VIPs who's like, I mean, you're all my friends. You're not my VIP. You're my people. And she's going through so much. And I'll tell you, I sobbed for her last night. Like, and Jeannie just had a baby. And like, you guys are my people. And I would never have met you had it not been for these nails. Okay, moving on, because I just did my makeup. Okay, so Gail, yes, there's tons of trainings. So I'm now starting all my own YouTube channel. So I do trainings like my way, like, you know, the things that I like to do, but we have, you know, we're all part of like bigger teams. And so there are tons of training videos, there are workshops, there, you know, whatever tools you need, they exist. There's also an app for that, by the way. And so there's a Color Street app, and you can do all the training videos in there, and you earn credits that you can spend on business supplies. So it's amazing. So great question, Gail. Let me write your name down. Dude, sorry I started crying. I just can't help it. I love you guys. Okay, so what happens with discontinued colors? Okay, so Annie, so when they're discontinued, right, they sometimes bring them back. Like Color Street just like surprised us with a bunch of retired sets last week, and they're going to surprise us with more tomorrow. So I will stock up. And if you want something in particular that has been discontinued and you no longer have it in your stock, there are tons of stylist-only groups where people have things that you need. Like right now, if I don't have it in my inventory and it's not in the website, I can still get my hands on it because I can reach out to other stylists in our network and get what I want. So you can totally get your hands on the stuff you want. Okay, so Annie's in the drawing. All right. Okay, so when are you eligible for Jumpstart? So from day one, you're eligible for Jumpstart, and then you have goals for the 35-day, 65-day, and 95-day period as a stylist. Okay, so Mom, you don't count because you're a stylist. My mom's on my team, y'all, and it's so fun. I'm like, this is like a whole new little mother-daughter thing we're doing. Okay, so Gail, monthly meetings. Girl, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do nothing for me. Like, you do whatever you want to do. There's no requirement for monthly meetings. Yeah, you don't have to do any of that at all. We don't require it, but if you want to do stuff, they have like weekly meetings that you can join on. There's always like some kind of like live going on that you can jump in on. You can pick and choose what you want to do. There's no requirement. Okay, so let me put Gail into the drawing. Okay, Gail, you got a second question. You're getting another. So every question gets you an entry. Let's do it that way. Okay, so let's see. Jeannie, yes, you said. So this is why everything is done in groups on Facebook. You schedule your posts. So like I could sit there for like a couple hours and just schedule all my posts for the whole week, and they're done. They'll run. There are also third-party apps that you can use where you can upload a template and they actually schedule for you. The problem is you could get locked up in Facebook because Facebook doesn't like spam. So just be careful. I just tend to do my own, and that's just how I am. So, but yes, you can definitely pre-schedule all your stuff so you do not have to constantly be on your phone. Okay, so that's why we do everything in groups, and that's why we don't do things in events typically. So let me add Jeannie to the drawing. Okie dokie. Let's see who else here. That's okay, Debbie. You don't have to know anything that happened. Ask any question you have, and you can still get in the drawing, okay? Okay, so no ongoing training. How nervous was I? What happens with discontinued? Eligible for Jumpstart. Monthly meetings. Oh, thanks, Annette. Okay, I saw the post about the factory being up and running. Has there been any concern? Okay, so no. I am not concerned about Color Street as a whole, right? In terms of what's been going on with like the stock issues. Yeah, that's like, it's, you know, definitely not ideal, but they have been in constant contact with us. They did a test group today to try to test out a launch of sets. They're trying a different approach tomorrow. They think that they have got enough stock to really resolve the issue at this point. But we have to remember that Color Street is a brand new company, and this guy's an opera singer, the guy that's leading it. I'm like, y'all need a new website. We're already like Kylie Jenner level now, and her website don't break on launch. So but like, I am so proud, and nobody could have ever anticipated how popular Color Street would be in a pandemic. Like, it's so funny because you can't, like, when people are not buying things, like they're buying nails, you know what I mean? Because this is like a necessity. It's like a staple. It's like face wash. Like, you have to buy face wash, you know? You have to buy toilet paper. You see how everybody ran out of toilet paper? So it surprisingly has been more successful during this time, and I am just thankful that I have such a team that we can lean on in terms of like borrowing inventory and buying each other's inventory to make sure that we're still able to fulfill our customers' requests. And I'm hopeful that they're going to resolve the website issue. So there's been a little bit of a glitch in terms of that, but I definitely have faith in this company. I have never, not once, lost faith. I have dreams about telling corporate like exactly how I would do it, but I mean, it's just amazing. Okay, so who asked that question? Let's see. So that was Gail. And so you get another entry. So yes, use every social media outlet, Martha. Every single one. Every single one, every single one, every single one. The only thing you cannot do per policies and procedures is you cannot promote freebies, right? Like, you cannot promote, well, freebies. You have to get people to come into your private closed group, and then you can do your giveaways and stuff in your private closed group. You cannot publicly have an advantage over another stylist. Now, you can offer the buy 3 get 1 free deal, because that is what corporate offers, like through the website. So you can do that, but you can't do anything extra that gives you edge over another stylist. Like, they try to keep it on from a public perspective, like an even playing field. So that was a great question, Martha. Guys, I'm so happy you're hanging with me. It's getting late. Okay, so let's see. Stephanie asked, do you know how much the average stylist makes in the first month? I do. I have a graphic for that. Hold on. Good questions. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of y'all. See, I mean, there's a reason why I love you so much. It's not me. Okay, so here are the average monthly amounts, okay? Now, this is just what Color Street records from sales through the website, okay? Now, if you sell your free sets, right, that you get through your hostess rewards, if you sell those, then that's even more money. So that's amazing. And I'll tell you, like, yeah, there's a range in there. But check out executive director, y'all. I am 2 ranks away from executive director. That's like 2 ranks away from like major financial freedom. I mean, it's incredible. Okay, so that is a good question, Stephanie. Let me add you to the drawing. All right. And let's see. Antonia's on. Hey, Antonia. Okay, how many hours per week do I spend on the business? Okay, so when I first started, I probably spent like an hour a day, right? So an hour, maybe 2 hours a day, like an hour while I was pumping, because I was a nursing mom, and probably like another half hour at bedtime, and like maybe a half hour like throughout the day. So I started with like an hour, 2 hours a day. Now listen, half the time I'm sitting there like just chit-chatting on Facebook, okay? So if you focus your time, you can use your time more wisely than me. I'm not good at that, okay? But now I do spend quite a bit of time, because I am trying to step into a leadership role. And so I'm trying to do trainings, and I've got incentives for my team that I'm doing like for my little group. And so I'm doing more of like leadership on top of stylist stuff. So yes, so now I probably spend about 20 hours a week on Color Street. Yeah. But again, that's like my choice. So you can spend whatever time you want. Okay, so how creative can be, so you can totally be, I'm going to put you into the, oh my gosh, and Stephanie, like becoming the warehouse this last little bit of time has been an extra little bonus. I've actually spent quite a bit of time fulfilling orders, but I'm telling you, my sales have never been higher. So I'm, you know, every time amount of time that I put into the business, I really get a return on it. And I'm just so grateful for that. Okay, so Martha, you can be super creative with your name. You're not allowed to have color or street, because you can't like look on the surface like you're corporate, right? They don't want to, because just in case you do something wrong that's against the PMP, like corporate, you know, has to maintain their brand. But you can brand yourself any way you want. You want to think though, from a marketing perspective, like what, you know, what name you're using. You want it to appeal to a large audience. Like I knew a guy who had a, I mean, Annie knows this guy, who started a vending machine company, and he called it Snack My Face Off. And I was like, oh. So I can't go to the nonprofit clients that I have and ask them to bring in your vending machines because your company name is like so unappealing. So just make sure. And you don't have to have like a creative name right now. Like I said, my website is Kaycie. It's /Kaycie. My Facebook group is /Kaycie. Like I didn't come up with anything. And thank God my mom spelled my name so weird that nobody else had it. Okay, so Martha gets an entry. Okay, ladies, you ready to get some more entries? Yeah! Okay, so this is for the Manny Pack. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay. And so for every question, you answer correctly. And before I ask the next question, all the people who answer correctly will get an entry. Okay, so what is the base commission you can get? What's the percentage? That's fun, huh? Can y'all, okay, so there's a delay. There's likely a delay. Okay, so what's the percentage of the base commission? Okay, that's my first question. Okay, my second question is, I keep looking over here because I have another monitor with my face on it. And this is gross, sorry. I'm putting this video on YouTube, so profesh. Okay, so, oh, I know, Annie, you remember that name, right? Good job, y'all. Okay, Valerie, you're not allowed to answer. You're a stylist. You're excluded. Okay, so what does it mean to be cute? Good job. So Gail, yes, correct. 25%. Jeannie, Gail, Martha. Boom. All right. And I think I'm going to give away more stuff, y'all, because I'm just so happy. Okay, so Annette, you're not allowed to answer. Annette. Okay, what do you sell in a month or purchase for resale? Oh, wait, did I say what is it be? Okay, yes, correct. But now what is the amount that you have to sell or purchase for resale in a single month, like the total in a single month to bonus qualify? So I'm giving you, Jeannie and Gail, I'm giving you an entry. Okay, so Annie, 35% is the max you can get in commissions, and that's if you're selling above $2,400. Good job, Jeannie. Good job, Stephanie. Okay, so I'm going to put you in there. So $300 is what your personal volume has to be for you to bonus qualify. And again, when you're first starting out, you don't need to worry about that so much, like if you're mid-month, because you really only need to bonus qualify by the time in the month that you hit your jump start, which there's 35 days, so it'll be in the next month because there's no month with 35 days in it. So don't worry about hitting the 300 right away. However, you want that to be your goal. We should do that with your launch party if we can. Okay, so Stephanie gets an entry. All right, Martha, I'm going to get you an entry for trying. So there are actually several of these. There's a little contest called Beat the Box, where once you buy your box, once you buy your starter kit, I'm going to start your launch party right away. And if your launch party hits $300 before you get your box, your kit, now if you get your kit either before you get your kit or after like a week's period of time, right? Because you have like a minimum of a week to achieve that. then you can put your name into a drawing for a reimbursement for your entire kit. And there are 2 different like groups that do that drawing for you. And on top of that, like, so I do incentives for my team. Christy does incentives for her team, and my team is under Christy. Shannon does incentives for Shannon's team, and we're all under Shannon. Stacy does incentives, and Kelly does incentives. So there are so many levels at which you can win prizes just for working your business. So that's a great thing. And like sometimes they do things like just for being like on top of personal development. And I'm telling you, everybody in this team, like we so into each other. Like we are not just here for the money. Okay. Like we are friends. We are comrades. We are, we're a true team. I'm telling you, it's like such a great thing. Okay. So I'm going to ask, well, let's just get to the drawing. How about that? So I'm going to give away 2 things. Okay. I'm going to give away a free set from my kit. And I'm going to give away a, by the way, if you're wondering how I got a kit, my husband signed up. So he is now on my team. And I'm going to give away my Minute Manny pack. Okay, so we're going to do 2 drawings. The first thing I'm going to give away is going to be the Minute Manny pack. And the second thing I'm going to give away is the free set. Okay, so let me share my screen so you can see the wheel. So here's the little wheel here. Okay, so let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay, so Minute Manny pack. Let's see who the winner is. Yay, Stephanie! Okay, I'm going to send you a little Minute Manny pack. And if you don't know what that is, then you're going to be just so surprised. Okay, so I want a different winner. Stephanie, if you don't mind, I'm going to remove your name. Okay. And the second winner